Welcome back to Car Craze, where we explore the coolest cars, past and future. Today, we're diving into something that's bound to stir nostalgia, curiosity, and excitement all at once. Here, the return of a true icon. That's right, we're talking about the 2026 Volkswagen Beetle. But this isn't just any Beetle. This is the next chapter in the story of one of the most beloved cars in automotive history. Reborn for the electric age. Volkswagen has always had a special place in people's hearts with the Beetle. Whether you remember the original air-cooled classics or the new Beetle from the late 90s and early 2000s, the shape, the smiley face, and the personality were unmistakable. But the 2026 version? It's not just a reboot, it's a complete reinvention. Still instantly recognizable, but totally modernized. Let's start with the design. The 2026 Beetle retains that familiar rounded silhouette, but with sharper, cleaner lines and a more aerodynamic presence. It's a fusion of retro and futuristic. Think of it as a classic that's had a serious glow-up. The headlights are oval-shaped LED units with a full-width light bar stretching across the front, giving it a welcoming, friendly vibe. At the back, there's a similar light bar connecting the taillights, and a sculpted rear hatch that's surprisingly sporty. It sits a little lower and wider than its predecessors, giving it a more planted stance, and the wheels are pushed out to the corners for that unmistakable go-kart feel. Volkswagen is offering it in bold, fun colors: sunshine yellow, sky blue, mint green, and of course, classic white and blacker with contrasting roof options to let buyers show off their style. Now let's talk performance. The 2026 Beetle is fully electric, built on the same MEB platform as the ID.3 and ID.4. This means it's not just efficient, it's fun to drive. The base version features a single rear motor producing around 230 horsepower, giving it a zippy, rear-wheel drive feel that's true to the Beetle's roots. There's also a dual-motor AWD version called the Beetle GT, pushing 320 horsepower and delivering a 0 to 60 time in just under 5.5 seconds. Range-wise, we're looking at up to 300 miles on a single charge with the long-range battery option. Charging is quick too, thanks to 175 kilowatts DC fast charging. You can go from 10 to 80% in just about 25 minutes. And for city dwellers, the Beetle comes with bidirectional charging, meaning it can power small appliances or even feed electricity back into your home. Inside, Volkswagen has gone with a minimalistic but warm interior. The dash is dominated by a 15-inch floating touchscreen, with a digital driver display behind the steering wheel. Everything feels intuitive, smooth, and responsive. The infotainment system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and there's even an integrated voice assistant that responds to natural commands. But what makes the Beetle's cabin special isn't just the tech, it's the atmosphere. The interior trims come in cheerful tones that match the exterior, and there's even customizable ambient lighting that sets the mood for day or night. The materials are sustainable too: vegan leather seats, recycled plastic accents, and natural fiber composites that look and feel upscale. Even though it's compact, the new Beetle makes smart use of space. There's seating for 4 adults, and thanks to the flat F-floor, legroom is surprisingly generous, especially in the back. The rear hatch opens up to a decent cargo area, and with the rear seats folded down, there's more than enough space for weekend trips or grocery runs. Safety-wise, Volkswagen packed it full of features. There's adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, front and rear parking sensors, and automatic emergency braking. The new Beetle also debuts VW's Urban Assist system, which helps the driver navigate tight city streets, even identifying and warning about cyclists or pedestrians emerging from between cars. One of the coolest features, though, is the Drive Me function. It's a semi-autonomous mode designed for stop-and-go traffic, perfect for city driving. Just tap the button and let the Beetle handle the stress while you relax. Of course, it's not fully self-driving, but it's a glimpse of what's coming. Volkswagen is offering a few trims, the standard Beetle F, the premium, and the sporty Beetle GT. The premium adds luxury touches like a panoramic sunroof, upgraded sound system, and heated and ventilated seats. The GT brings sportier suspension, bigger wheels, a rear spoiler, and unique interior accents with red stitching. Pricing starts at around $32,000 for the base model, which makes it pretty competitive in the F hatchback segment. The premium goes for around $37,000, and the GT tops out near $43,000, depending on options. Volkswagen is also offering a subscription-style ownership model in select markets, so basically, you can lease the Beetle on a flexible, month-to-month basis with insurance and maintenance included. One thing people will love is how customizable the car is. From paint colors to wheel designs, digital dash themes to drive sound profilers, you can make the Beetle feel truly yours. There's even a classic Beetle mode that adjusts the screens and plays subtle engine sounds reminiscent of the old air-cooled models. It's a small touch, but for fans of the original, it's a heartstring puller. The 2026 Beetle is more than just an electric car. It's a lifestyle vehicle, a piece of rolling nostalgia that fits perfectly in the modern world. It's for people who want a car with character, something fun, expressive, and efficient, but also smart and safe. Whether you're a long-time VW fan or new to the brand, the Beetle delivers charm, quality, and real-world practicality. It proves that electric cars don't have to be cold or clinical, they can be full of personality. And that's exactly what Volkswagen has done here. This car isn't trying to be the fastest, or the biggest, or the most high-tech F out there. What it is trying to be and succeeding at is the most lovable. And judging by the early interest and buzz around it, it might just become a new favorite for a whole new generation of drivers. So what do you think? Has Volkswagen nailed the rebirth of the Beetle? Would you daily drive one of these? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the deep dive. Subscribe to Car Craze for more reviews and previews, and hit that bell so you're always first in line for the future of driving. Until next time, keep the nostalgia alive and keep your wheels spinning.